Hey guys, it's Ruff from Into Gaming. Um, just do a quick video here explaining where I'm getting these little node things. I post a lot of screenshots of blueprints on game forums, trying to help explain certain things and how they work. And a lot of the time, I will get asked either by private message or directly in the conversation what tool I'm using to draw this little setup when I'm for the graphic that I'm using for an explanation. Well, this is a blueprint inside Unreal Engine and it's basically Visual C++. I'll give you an example of that. Basically, in order to create a blueprint, you just right click in your content browser and you go up to blueprint, or you can go down here and set the different types of blueprints. So basically, it's a class. Blueprints are special assets that provide an intuitive node-based interface that can be used to create new types of actors and script-level events, giving designers and gameplay programmers the tools to quickly create and iterate gameplay from within Unreal Editor without ever needing to write a line of code. So it's literally Visual C++, um, versus hopping over to Visual Studio or something. Give you an example here. I can create a new class. I can use an actor. I can do a pawn, which is basically the player model a character that you can possess and control. Player controllers, game modes, and so forth. I can actually go down here and create a class based off of any one of the other um, classes within the game. Um, Basically, I'm just do basic blueprint. So you get into the components and is in your viewport basically, and this is what's going to be rendered out. So if you want to add a mesh to it, you just add a component. But I'm going to set a scene first. Scene roots. Then I'm going to add a static mesh. And what this does is allows me to create a mesh, or import a mesh into it. So I would just go over here and pick out what mesh I wanted to pull in for representation. And that's what would be rendered out on the screen. But as far as the little blueprint things that I draw out, the visual code stuff, that's done in the event graph, or you can create a new graph. You can create functions and variables and macros and so forth. But it's pretty straightforward stuff. One of the ones that I was using was the event tick and doing a modulus, and that's basically saying, okay, I'm going to create a new variable, call this tick count, change its type to an integer file, and I'll take this value out, get its current value, and we're going to do increment. Straighten up. And then I'm going to take this and set the new value. So I'm taking the current tick count, which by default 0, and every tick of the game this is going to be fired off. And I'm going to increment that value. And then I'm going to, oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go over and set that. And then set it. And then from here, I can basically take this value, do some math on it. So in previous pick that I posted, it was set on replication rates, how to modify replication, basically do something every 5 ticks, 6 ticks, and so forth. Um, and this is basically what I was doing. This is C++, math, so forth. So basically in this statement, I'm doing event tick, every tick of the game, so 60 hertz tick rate, every 16.66 milliseconds, I will fire off this event every tick. And take current tick count, what it was previously, increment the value to equal the new tick rate value, set that tick count, and then I'm going to take that current tick count and I'm going to do a modulus, which returns the remainder value of the division. So tick count divided by 5, so every 5 ticks. If the remainder is 0, the condition is true, and then I would want to go over and do something. Like get world. Let me just say get location. So like get last known location, or if it's false, I can do destroy. I can destroy the actor, whatever. And it just depends on what you want to do. But this is blueprints. You set up variables and you just run your code. So hopefully that makes sense where I'm actually getting these stuff. It's coming directly from Unreal Engine. I am coding directly in Unreal Engine through the visual editor versus opening up Visual Studio, writing the code and compiling and so forth. Anyway, that's it.